We've had the gruesome fairy tales of the horror story of Jesus' death, which is a good story, and it makes a good zombie movie, I'm sure. But that's neither here nor there when it comes to whether the resurrection happened. Just telling me a story is never going to convince me. We've had the historical method, which I like to see you spend your 5 minutes wasting your time on after I'd already refuted it. I'd like to come back to a few points that came up in the questions, and also in my colleague's speech, and that's just because you think something is true and you wish that something is true, and I'm sure most of you here are on the side where you wish that it's true, doesn't make it true. And I'd just like you just to take a moment and actually think about that. We're not here talking about science, we're not here talking about evidence. We're talking about the feasibility and the actual possibility of this occurring. People don't come back from the dead, ladies and gentlemen. People do not come back from the dead. Once you are dead, you are dead. You're buried, you're in the ground, you are no more. There's a nice little piece by John Cleese, I recommend you all go and watch it, the Dead Parrot sketch. He goes into all the negative terms that I'd like to have time to go for here. Wishful thinking doesn't make something true. And we've shown there's no evidence from the time. There's no evidence outside the Bible. They're quoting the biblical story at me day in, day out. It's not going to convince me. It's unbiased and objective. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to finish with just a simple question for you. You either believe what they say and you're just going to live your life as a fairy tale, or you can believe what we say and actually free your minds and have an ability to think for yourselves and not be led like the sheep you might end up being. So that's why I urge you, ladies and gentlemen, to support the motion that this House is putting forward to oppose the biblical account of the resurrection. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
For coming, and also for the Christian Union and the Atheist Society for inviting the Atheist Society to be part of this wonderful event. If you're interested in debating, we debate everything from whether there's a God or not, to ethics of torture, to bestiality, which was a debate the other week. If you want to come along, we meet on Thursday. Yeah, I know, it's great. We meet on Thursdays at 8 o'clock on the Parkinson steps. We're meeting tomorrow. That's probably going to be the last meeting of term, because next week we're going to Amsterdam. So that should be an advert for you. If not, if you can't come tomorrow, you're more than welcome, but otherwise come and find us in Freshers Week next year, and we'll be more than happy to have you and have some more arguing fun.
8 o'clock tomorrow.
8 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, open the motion to pass on.
Would you like to have a vote to see if the motion is passed to feasible? Although I fear perhaps you had made your minds up before you came to the debate. Those who would pass the motion, therefore they do not believe in the biblical account of the resurrection, please raise your hand. Who is in the Atheist Society? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. Who would side with the opposition? Christian Union. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, can we get a big round of applause for our entire debate team, please? And I'd also like to say a big thank you for our debate administration team, should we call them? If there's lack of official term, thank you guys. We've got plenty of tea, coffee, hot dogs, so if you're hungry, thirsty, head over to the tent. We're going to stick the heater on, we'll be around to talk. I'm sure